Walk us through Facebook's decision here, sort of an abrupt decision to ban a number of people at once.
Yeah, that part is definitely a little abrupt. This has been a long time coming, and a lot of people would say it's about time that a lot of these people are booted off. But what's interesting is that they don't really have a super clear, like, here's pointing to exactly why we're doing this today versus a month ago or 6 months ago. But really what it comes down to is these people have been violating Facebook's terms of service for a long time, and they finally just decided to do it all at once.
Right, and we got this news under embargo. Facebook actually made an announcement about this. They wanted to make a statement.
Yeah.
So what do you make of that?
Well, I think there's been a lot of criticism from people. They get it from both sides, right? It's either, hey, you're kicking people off and therefore you're not upholding free speech, or it's, hey, you're letting these people stay on and say these terrible things. Don't you have some policies that should, they should be violating? And so I think the company here is trying to kind of show people that, there is a line that you can cross, and they are going to put their foot down at some point.
Facebook banned Alex Jones last year and InfoWars, so what's different today?
It's a little complicated, but they banned Alex Jones's fan page, and they banned the InfoWars media page, but they did not ban Alex Jones, the individual. So he was still able to use Facebook in the same way that you or I might be able to use it as a regular user. They're now saying that's out too. You can't use Facebook or Instagram at all.
Right, he's off Instagram as well.
Correct, yeah, this is Instagram too.
Now, some folks have been saying Louis Farrakhan doesn't seem to fit into this group.
Yeah.
What do you make of that?
Well, he's not far right in the way that others who are banned are, but he was doing a lot of the same stuff in terms of the hate speech. And so I think what you see here is maybe an example of Facebook trying to say, listen, this is not just targeting one side of the political spectrum. We're, banning people regardless of where they fall politically, so long as they are still sharing these kind of beliefs that don't align with our policies.
Now, Twitter's also banned Alex Jones.
Yes.
There was obviously a lot of controversy around that. But are these folks that are also banned on Twitter in general?
Some of them are, not all of them. Alex Jones, Milo Yiannopoulos is also banned on Twitter. Those happened a while back. They were a big deal at the time, and then you kind of, I don't want to say forget, but you do. You kind of just forget that they're no longer allowed on there. I wonder, and I believe probably the same thing will eventually happen with Facebook.
And as I understand it, it's not just about what they say on Facebook, right? If they say something on YouTube or at a rally, that could also influence Facebook's decision, right?
Correct,
Which is really interesting.
It is, because then it puts Facebook in this position where all of a sudden, what is it going to be, following everybody around every day and finding out what they do in their personal life. But what's interesting is they kind of categorize these people in the dangerous person category, in the same category maybe like a terrorist organization might be in. And so if you are a terrorist organization and you're promoting violence offline, you can be removed from Facebook in the same way that if these folks are promoting violence offline, they could also be removed.